He doesn't talk much, but every punch he throws echoes louder than words. Explosive speed, surgical precision, and power in both hands. Jaron Ennis isn't just a rising star. He's a full-blown storm surging through the welterweight division. He doesn't just beat opponents, he dissects them, round by round, angle by angle, until there's nothing left but confusion, survival instincts, and the sound of the final bell. An undefeated phenom with highlight reel knockouts, switch stance mastery, and the kind of hunger that can't be taught, only lived. And now, as the wins pile up and the spotlight grows hotter, so does the lifestyle. So, before we dive into the rise, the rage, and the ruthless precision of Jaron Ennis, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. Because this isn't just the next big thing. This is the future, and it hits hard. Born on June 26, 1997, in the fight-scarred heart of Philadelphia, Jaron Ennis doesn't just come from boxing. He is boxing. The son of a former fighter, raised in a household where gloves were worn before pencils. He grew up knowing the ring as both sanctuary and battlefield. He doesn't chase greatness, he breathes it. And from the moment he laces up, it's clear he's not just another prospect. He's a prodigy, a storm wrapped in calm, fists that speak with elegance, and in fights with violence. At just 27 years old, he has seized control of the welterweight division. Undefeated, unshaken, unapologetically dominant. He doesn't edge past opponents, he breaks them down. His unification win in April 2025 isn't just a career milestone. It's a message. The welterweight throne now belongs to him. And every time the bell rings, he reminds the world that he's not here to take part. He's here to take over. As of 2025, his net worth is estimated at $12 million. A fortune carved from fists, sweat, and the silence that follows every knockout. Fight purses, PPV millions, endorsements, it's all stacking up. But money's just a scoreboard. The real story? But before the lights, the belts, and the seven-figure paydays, Jaron Ennis was a teenage phenom grinding it out in the amateur ranks, where talent gets noticed, but toughness defines legacy. He wasn't just gifted, he was hungry. In 2014, he took silver at the U.S. National Golden Gloves. A year later, he came back for gold. Then came the leap. April 30th, 2016, St. George, Utah. His pro debut. Corey Muldrew stood across the ring, but he never stood a chance. One round was all it took. That night, Ennis didn't just start a career, he announced a mission. And from there, the storm never stopped building. Through 2016 and 2017, he racked up stoppage after stoppage, moving with terrifying momentum. He didn't just win, he overwhelmed. His power was real, his timing sharp, his footwork fluid. In those early days, you could already see it. He wasn't fighting to impress. He was fighting like he belonged at the top. By 2018, the names got tougher. Gennady, Inoue, it didn't matter. They fell. In 2019 and 2020, he continued mowing down opponents, each victory sharpening his blade. The only thing that slowed the machine was an accidental head clash against Chris Van Heerden in December 2020. A no contest that left fans unsatisfied and Ennis unsatisfied too. He wanted clarity. He wanted chaos. He wanted someone who could stand with him in fire. That man came in the form of Sergey Lipinets, a former world champion with experience in bite. But Ennis turned the bite into a bark. April 10th, 2021, 6 rounds of surgical violence. A right hook, a left uppercut, and Lipinets crumbled. Ennis didn't blink. The kid from Philly was now a contender the whole division feared. From there, it was a blur of blood and brilliance. Delorme, Clayton, Chikadzian, each fight sharpened Ennis' myth. Against Clayton, a single right hook ended the night in 2 rounds. Against Chikadzian, he won the full 12 for just the 3rd time in his career, showing that when power didn't end it, control would. The shutout decision wasn't just dominant. It was educational. Boots wasn't just a puncher. He was a technician, too. Then came Royman Villa, tough, powerful, determined. But once again, it wasn't enough. Ennis battered him into submission in 10 rounds. The ref didn't need a count. He just needed to look at Villa's eyes. In November 2023, the welterweight world shifted. Terence Crawford became undisputed by dismantling Errol Spence Jr., but when Crawford refused to defend the IBF title against his mandatory challenger, the belt was stripped. And just like that, Jaron Ennis, after years of knocking on the door, was crowned IBF world champion. He returned home to Philadelphia for his first title defense. July 2024, the Wells Fargo Center. It was supposed to be Cody Crowley, but an injury pulled him out. Enter David Avanesian. Wrong place, wrong time. By the 5th round, Avanesian had absorbed enough. He stayed on the stool. Ennis stayed undefeated. Then came the rematch with Chikadzean, followed by the long-awaited unification clash with WBA champion Imantas Stanionis. April 12, 2025, Boardwalk Hall, Atlantic City. The same scene where legends once danced under the lights. Ennis didn't dance. He dominated. Stanionis was strong, gritty, but he couldn't keep boots off him. By the 6th round, it was over. Another champion broken. Another title claimed. That should have been the start of a long reign. But Ennis had bigger plans. In July 2025, he vacated the IBF title. Then, just weeks later, he let go of the WBA belt too. Not because he had to, because he was ready to move up. The welterweight division had been conquered. Now, it was time to test the waters at super welterweight. And just as the world wondered what came next, Ennis answered. On July 26, 2025, he signed a long-term deal with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing and DAZN, a new chapter, a bigger spotlight, and tougher opposition. So now the question shifts. How high does Boots Ennis intend to climb? And who, if anyone, can stop him? Outside the ring, he lives a life cloaked in quiet mystery. Unlike many of his peers who flaunt lavish lifestyles and relationships on social media, Ennis has chosen to keep his personal world behind closed doors. Whispers have surfaced online, hinting at a possible marriage to a woman named Kelly, but the rising welterweight star has never confirmed or denied the claims. He rarely posts about family or romance, staying laser-focused on his career. But if the man is silent, his taste speaks volumes. Step outside the gym, and you might catch a glimpse, just a flash, of horsepower roaring through Philly streets. Ennis, a known fan of performance and precision, is often seen behind the wheel of a Dodge Charger Hellcat or a sleek Mercedes-Benz AMG. He doesn't boast, doesn't show off, but those close to the scene know. He's got a soft spot for machines that move like he does. Fast, clean, no wasted motion. While the full extent of his car collection remains unconfirmed, the 7-figure fight purses suggest he could easily park a Lamborghini or Rolls-Royce in the driveway if he wanted to. That driveway? Also a mystery. Ennis lives and trains in Philadelphia, but the exact details of his home are locked down tighter than a championship defense. What's clear is that he's built a life in quiet luxury, comfortable but never loud. And while others burn out chasing clout, Ennis sticks to his mantra, stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. No wild parties, no chaos, just gym, recovery, repeat. For him, discipline isn't a phase, it's the air he breathes. So, if he's living well, the question isn't how he does it. It's why he's kept it all so close to the chest. And what exactly he's still gearing up for. Before you go, don't miss out on exclusive perks. Click the link in the description to become a channel member and enjoy awesome benefits, like suggesting future video topics, getting early access to new content 48 hours before anyone else, and much more. Your support means the world and helps us keep bringing you the stories you love. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. And while you're here, why not check out our deep dive into Floyd Mayweather's video? Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.